¿De verdad?
Okay, mic test, mic test. I always have to do this because sometimes I'm getting feedback and stuff. And there's a bit of a delay now, so it takes me a minute. Oh, okay, mic sounds good. I don't know if it's working. I might have shut up. I am trying to do a voice chat on Discord, and I just don't know if the half-dead hamster that's running this computer can kind of keep up with it. I am not doing the all in order game today because I shaved and I cut my hair today. It was bad. It needed it. And yeah, I did it myself. And I did it without a mirror. So, and the thing is, there usually is so much removed hair sticking that I can't usually tell how good of a job I did until I cleaned. So like when I got done, I went and took a shower and just to wash off all the old hair. And I've got like it ain't quite big enough, but it's sort of a half Hitler stash, but it's off center. I miss that. And but there's so much hair sticking to my face when I shave, it's hard to tell. And I didn't do too bad of a job, but there's a couple spots I got to clean up on the head. But I generally don't cut it as often as I should. I do it more in the summer, but in the wintertime, I kind of like having that hair there. It's a little warmer. But we got that done, and while I was cutting it, I noticed my hands were just not react. I mean, I was having trouble with them, so I'm just not going to try and play a fast twitch game like the Jedi Order one. Uh, but other than that, I'm actually having a pretty good day. Tomorrow's going to suck because it just started snowing and it's talking like we might get 8 inches of snow. So I'm going to probably be shit tomorrow and for a day or two afterwards. Um, Now that Trump is out of office, our dearly departed shitbag that we had in there for 4 years, I'm gonna start doing different songs like every. And I'm a horrible singer. I'm just gonna throw that out there. I'm absolutely a horrible singer, but I'm hoping the pathetic nature of it will kind of endear myself to people that feel sorry for me. Now this one here is. They don't do it as much anymore. I'm a boomer. I didn't realize that until all these kids that I'm playing Minecraft now, when I would make a comment, they didn't know what I was talking about. They're like, "Oh, that's a boomer reference." I guess I'm a boomer. And actually, I don't think I'm a baby boomer. That would be, I think, like my parents' generation. I think I'm a Not entirely sure. I was born in the 70s. I think that makes me like a Gen X or something like that. I'm not in time. I'm whatever is before the millennials. That's the generation I think I'm the one right before the millennials. There's a comedian out there. She refers to herself as an elder millennial because she basically was in on the first year or two of the millennial movement. But they made these movies when I was in high school, and they were basically these movies that kind of epitomized the absolutely horrible shit that you went through. Like probably the first one I remember seeing, it's one called The Breakfast Club, and a lot of these movies, to some extent, I think will still resonate with the kids today. Hey, what's up there, buddy? And they'll still resonate with the youth of today. Maybe not as much, and I don't notice that they're making these kind of movies. They're at least not making them in the amounts that they did when I was in high school and junior high. But I mean, you have like The Breakfast Club, Better Off Dead. That one there's kind of it's a lot funnier. Like if I explain to you the movie, which I'm going to, it's a lot funnier than you would think. But like in today's culture, they'll probably be like, "What the fuck?" Because the whole gist of that movie is there's a guy that his girlfriend broke up with. So he spends like the first half of the movie trying to fucking kill himself. And it always fucks up. Like there's one of them, he tries to throw himself off a bridge and it would have worked except for he landed in a garbage truck that was driving under the bridge. And there are these two black guys that are working on the phone lines or working on the power lines. And as the trash truck goes by with him in it, the one guy goes, "Ain't that a damn shame? Throwing away a perfectly good white boy like that." And, you know, and then he basically finds a foreign exchange student from France who starts helping him to get his girlfriend to notice him. And then by the end of the movie, he figures out, well, wait a minute, my ex girlfriend was a piece of shit. I should be going after this girl that's been nice to me for half the movie. And he ends up going, so, you know, but it was a good movie. And the song I'm going to be singing today, it's actually from one of those, it's called Pretty in Pink. Uh, if you're more of a heavy metal, this isn't going to be your cup of tea, and I apologize, but like I'm not going to do this every episode. I'm just going to, but like I think once a month, every other week, something like that. I'm going to pick something from the '80s, something that hey, what's up, biker? But I'm going to pick something from the '80s, something from like what the soundtrack of my life growing up, and I'm not entirely sure what happened. Looks like I'm still streaming. Everything looks good, but I lost my chat and everything else kind of winked out on OBS. But this one here, it's from a movie called Pretty in Pink. It's by a group called I'm okay. It seems like I'm still working, but okay, it looks like it's coming back. But I lost the chat, the stream information, Twitch stats. The stream might be crashing. I have no idea. Not entirely sure here. Okay, it's coming back on. It's kind of it's one that I kind of grew up liking, but it's called Pretty in Pink is the movie, and the group is OMD. I'm not even sure they exist anymore. I really don't. And it's called If You Leave. I'm not gonna sing the whole song. Gotta wait for the lyrics to come on. Hang on. I can't sing these off the top of my head. If you leave, don't leave now. Please don't take my heart away. Promise me just one more night, and we'll go our separate ways. Always had time on our side. Now it's fading fast. Every second, every moment, we've got to make it last. You once touched you twice. I won't let go at any price. Need you now like I need you then. You always said we'd still be friends someday. God, I suck at singing. I won't cry. I won't waste one single day. You leave, don't look back. I'll be running the other way. 7 years went under the bridge like time standing still. And knows what happens now. Got to. I really don't have the voice for this. I'm trying to sing it, and I suck anyways. But I'm struggling on that. Okay, let's see if we can get. It looks like the stream didn't crash. I'm not kidding you. Like all my screens went dark, even the one that shows the game going on. Okay, let's get going with a heist. I gotta set up some damn hotkeys. All right, let's go ahead and get the game going. Hopefully everything's set up right. But I don't think it's working on the. I'm trying to do a voice chat on the Discord, and I'm not entirely sure it's. Yeah, it says I'm disconnected. It won't let me do OBS. It's I guess it's just not going to work. Okay, but I don't know. It might work if anybody's interested. If they joined it, I might be able to hear them real time instead of waiting because everything you guys are telling me, it takes a minute for it to show up on my screen. My computer is the effect of a half dead hamster trying to run this shit, and it's a little overmatched. Hey, what's up, biker? Okay. Now, I did this right before the game started. Um, Basically, everything on here back is Silent Whispers Nether Tree Farm. And then he uses a gas cannon, and I just do not have the courage to run a gas cannon. So I've been working on a piston system to push it. And then I was going to make a separate one for the green anyways. And I've got this going, and it works. The only problem I'm running into, I can't really see a way to push this far enough out of the way fast enough. Even using double piston pushers, I can't figure that out. Um, I've got normal latency, so there's going to be more of a delay. I think it's giving me a better quality stream. I'm going to answer them in game. Yeah, I set that up when I was having all those problems. I honestly thought my network. I found out it was my brother's phone hogging up the. Oh, my voice is connected again on Discord. I don't know if that's going to work or not. I really don't. Um, but I set that in there because it was said it was supposed to give you a better more stable stream or something like that. So I'm trying that to hopefully make the stream a little bit better. But yeah, I built this one and I've been trying to push it, and the biggest problem I can see is on a normal tree farm when you use your pistons, it breaks the leaf block. So all you have after a couple piston, God, I fucked that up. Pushes is the wood. But with this one here, these things don't deteriorate, they don't break from the pistons, and that's what's clogging it up. But the other problem I had with his is his initial one. If you get a double pump and it's out here by these pistons, it'll break it. So you need more delay, and it seemed like the delay worked on that one. Now, normally what it did is the redstone just came down here and linked to this. I've got it going to the side, and there's an easier way to do it, but just in case you build it and you want to use this modification, you put a block there to break this, and then I just run the redstone over here. I run it through a comparator delay, or it's not really a delay, it's a pulse lengthener. And what this does is this shuts off the mechanism that creates the trees. And so that gives me, it seems like on that one, it gave it enough of a delay that I did not break the machine. And then the other thing is I just planted a whole bunch of trees. And I've got some ideas. I've been fairly, my hands haven't wanted to cooperate too much. I mean, they're not bad, but it's just, this is why I kind of like Minecraft, because I can actually do this even when my hands aren't cooperating. Sure, I'm gonna make for there. Oh, but I might have a way to make some of it work. It might not work, but I think it'll work better. But I would like to be able to rig this up so I can do what I normally do. I can do what I normally would do with a regular tree farm, where you can just push it into a giant block of material. And I'm not sure it's going to be possible because these don't act like a regular tree, but I'm going to try. It gives me something to do. It feels kind of good when you're having a good. But I might be able to do it with because I couldn't get, because this is the problem I had with it, and this is what I've been kind of thinking today. I had a really clear day, so I was able to process some of this stuff. But I was going to use double pistons like immediately, and then I'm like, oh wait a minute, because you with the double pistons, I was going to have the two pistons back here, and you have to have at least one block here, because this one here, if there's a piston there, the nether tree can actually replace the pistons. And so I'm like, well, I got to have this here. Well, then what I got thinking was, well, wait a minute, if I do a double piston extender, I'll have like 3 honey blocks here or 2 honey blocks. And with the double piston extender, that honey block or that slime block is going to end up exposed, and it'll stick to whatever you got here. Whatever you got here is going to stick to it, break the machine. Can't have that. So then what I got thinking was, well, wait a minute, what if I put the honey blocks in between the two pistons, like piston here, honey block, honey block, honey block, and then a piston here. And it might actually make it easier, and I might even be able to do a triple piston extender that way, because I don't know, I might be able to do it. That's what I'm thinking now, and that's the next thing I'm going to work on. When I might even do it later tonight after the stream. I don't want you to look through all the failure. If it actually works, I'll show it to you on another stream after I've got it done. But if I do, I might be able to actually do a double piston extender here, because and that's what I need to do. I need to build these things, see how they work, and then after looking at it, I might be able to find an improvement. And so what I'll end up doing is I'll probably move that one down here and rebuild it, and then I'll build it with the improvements, and then hopefully down the road I'll get something that works. Takes me a while, and I really got to thank Silent Whisper, because I would have never come up with this piece by myself. And then once he's got it, I can make changes to it that work for me. And then sorry about the coughing. I apologize. I haven't made a farm for this yet. It's on the list, but it's not exactly a real high priority. But before I couldn't do more than about five of these. When I was using his method, I didn't use more than five because if you made too many, it would break the system. So I would just do five mushrooms at a time. So I really didn't need, and I also didn't have a bone meal farm. Now that I got the Skelly farm and I actually have a little bit of a little bit more of a source of bone meal, down the road I will eventually make a farm that will make these mushrooms. You got to go sleep. Yeah, because this thing goes through a fair amount of bone meal on its own, anyways. I took that out. I took that out because I was having a problem with this thing double pumping. And before I thought of putting in that delay with the comparator pulse extender, I was thinking, well, maybe if I just have it in one, it won't double pulse on me. 'Cause I just basically was getting tired of fixing a broken machine. If this breaks, I'm done with it for the day, and then I probably won't do anything with it until I get it fixed. But even before I modified it for today, um, I could do more than five as long as I didn't get the thing pulsing twice. Because what sometimes happens is, and this is the way he built it, when this thing gets done, what happens is it will try to sprout another mushroom here. It's not completely AFK, but it will try to sprout another mushroom. Usually you end up getting these crimson roots, but it tries to. Well, the problem, he doesn't have these extra pistons on there. And when I added those, but this is the problem I got now. See, I've got this one here's about as far as it can go, or it'll start breaking the pistons over here. I don't think it already did. Yeah, it didn't break anything here. But when it gets to this point, I have to go in there and start clearing it. Oh no! So what I have to do is, hey, what's up, Snowball? That's what I finally thought of today. I'm like, you know what? If these things broke like the leaves do, if these things broke like the leaves do, this would just be a piece of cake to make. It really would. I've got plenty of these. I always save like a little bit for each one of these I do. But then the rest of them I put in here, and then I end up getting more bone meal. But this thing can go for a while, but the problem I have is it doesn't clear it this way fast enough. So then they keep coming out this way and I have to keep clearing it. And that's the problem I haven't really solved yet. You know, that's a double pump. And it broke. Now I've got missing pistons here. That's a problem you have that this might not work. Um, that happens occasionally, but I've this is the first time it's actually replaced pistons this far out, and it didn't push them. It didn't push them or break it. They just spawned in and replaced the pistons, but they didn't touch anything here. So yeah, this is pretty much broken. I'll have to wait. I'm gonna clear it now. I actually wanted the wood. I might actually have to do it where I make those double piston extenders and have the stone there. But I got to double check. Oh, it broke the machine. That double pulse that I had that broke the machine basically where it spawned a mushroom and fired twice. That isn't enough of a delay. I think it is for that one, but I wired this one up a little differently. That's the problem I'm having on this. I don't mind showing the failures. You shouldn't be afraid to fail at things. Just basically try to find fruit in failure. When you do fail, try and find a way to use it, make something better, or to find a better way, or find, just something. Failing is not that big of a deal. Quitting is a bigger deal than failing. Yeah, I'll do that off stream, but I basically need to come through. I don't think I'm gonna fix it. I think I'm gonna do is wait until I might even do it later today because I've been feeling really good today. I might build another one and put the improvements that I thought about, unless I get lightheaded during the stream. Because rebuilding this thing is kind of a pain in the ass. I even tried to come up with a way, because if I were to rebuild it, you'd see that basically you've got like every one of these pistons that's behind this has a row of honey blocks, and then it's like a checkerboard pattern of honey blocks and slime blocks. And I honestly thought that if you made them bigger, and I don't know why it doesn't work. To me, it doesn't make any sense, but it doesn't. I don't know if it's intended or a glitch. But I thought, well, man, I'll just make them, I'll make them like too high or whatever. And then there's no way it'll be able to break that way. It won't be able to go fuck up the pistons. And it doesn't work. It breaks pretty much every time you fire it that way. That's why he did the checkerboard pattern, because you have to, because if you don't, it ends up breaking the system. The only thing I haven't tried is just doing solid slime or solid honey blocks. That might work. I don't. Yeah, this thing's all fucked up. I think my voice channel on the Discord keeps breaking and not breaking. It keeps disconnecting and connecting because I keep hearing this chirping, but I don't think it's working anyways. But the stream, well, yeah, I'm dropping a little bit, but the stream is actually running pretty good. Pretty happy with that. Yeah, this is why he built it the way he did. He's got like the pistons are in the back, and then behind each one of these is like 3 honey blocks or 3 slime blocks because the nether trees can't replace the they can't replace the stone, they can't replace the slime and the honey, but the pistons, the redstone stuff, they can replace that. And I don't know if that's intentional or a glitch, but it's something that I don't think is going anywhere anytime soon. One of the guys that plays on the server, he's in the chat, Biker. He's got a project going on where he's using just a epic amount of an epic amount of the green nether trees, and if I can actually get this working, I'll be able to make some for him. And I'm using a fair amount. I got a plan to use a bunch of the red trees, and so I'd kind of like to get this thing up and running too, but I don't know if that's going to work or not. Because I've actually tried like doing what I do with regular trees. I need a lot of them. I usually don't buy. I usually don't build like tree farms. What I end up doing is I've got one right here. I just plant a ridiculous amount of trees, and then every now and then when I need wood, if it's got to be in an area where you hang out a lot, I just plant them. I light them up, and then if you hang out in that area long enough, pretty soon they'll all sprout, and you just go chop them down and replant them. In fact, right before the stream hit, I was replanting trees because I just chopped a bunch of them down yesterday. I need a fair amount of trees right now for building chests. And I've been lighting up the ocean, and I've been lighting this up to try and get better drop rates from my creeper farm, and I don't get a lot of spawns, hostile mob spawns here, other than the little Johnnies. What are the Vindicators or whatever? Those little bastards are still around a lot. Yeah, this thing got broke. I need more of a delay, and I think when I rebuild it, I'll wire it up like the other one, and that seemed to help because I think I've got less of a delay before the pistons kick in. Oh, I guess it did push them. Okay, it did push them. It didn't necessarily fill in. It just that double pulse pushed a couple of the pistons. Yeah, I'll rebuild that later. Okay, now what I need this stuff for, since you're here, I can show you. Hang on a sec. I got to put some hotkeys in here. Oh, sweet. Yeah, I'm thinking about setting this up with a timer, like a just a regular comparator clock, so that when this thing lights up, it rings the bell. But basically, all I have to do is stand here, and when I AFK, I've been getting some pretty good drop rates now. I just got to keep lighting stuff up and slabbing the area down here, getting rid of the unlit caves, getting rid of the unlit ocean floor, light the area. But there's a pressure plate here, and as soon as that pressure plate triggers, it pushes a piston in place and keeps the skeletons from falling. And so, like, basically, the skeletons, if I'm in range, they'll just keep going to the kill chamber. I don't have it so it automatically comes on yet, but they'll basically keep going there and dying. And then as soon as a creeper drops into place, it freezes them. And I'm actually pretty proud of the fact the way that works. And right now, I have a fair amount of discs from this thing. I just really need to build a place at the shops to sell these, but I've actually got a pretty good inventory, and I've got more up here. Actually, with the this thing doesn't create the dubstep ones, so there's nothing I can do about that. But yeah, I'm pretty happy. This thing I didn't even know if it was gonna work, and I'm just like, well, I got the skeleton farm. I don't need a lot of bones, and I don't need a lot of arrows because I get some of those. I get more from this, but I get enough for me right now in raid farm. But now that I've got bone meal coming from this, I can use it for farms where I really didn't have enough for farms and stuff. And but no, the that's actually I'm actually pretty tickled that worked. I really am. First time I've tried something like that. Okay, now what I've been ooh and I've got an actual proper slime farm, so I just need to kill the mobs. I've got like at least a couple double chests of slime balls right now. Oh, any place down here where you see these things like three high down here on the floor, they're filled with lava. And I've been removing the lava as I dig, and I've been saving it. I don't think I'm honestly gonna need that much, but I have it. Down the road, what I'm doing here is I'm going to make some nether tree columns, and they're going to be the supports for the ceiling. And I might do a little bit more with it. I might make it if you. It's not going to look nearly as cool, but if you saw the Lord of the Rings movies where they were in Moria and you had the big stairs and hallways and stuff like that, I might do something like that down here as I go. I might end up removing those fire things. I thought they would look better than what they did. I've done everything. I tried a couple different methods, and I just am not getting them to look the way I wanted to. So I might eventually remove them. I don't know. This is. I mean, I'll be honest with you, and I'm kind of looking forward. This is why I hate starting a new map Because see, right now this is like and I've been playing more than this, but this is like the 77th episode I've put up on Twitch. And I'm just getting now to where I've got enough basic BS done that I'm feeling like I can yeah, we'll just leave this here. But I got enough basic BS done that I'm actually looking at making this look better. But I am actually kind of looking forward to it. But that's going to be the big pain in the butt when we go to season 2 is having to start all over again because it takes me a while to get what I consider the basics done. I don't know why. I just don't want anything spawning, and there's the main reason why I put the stone in there. I did it on the other one. I just don't want stuff spawning in there and taking up the mob cap. Because anything that spawns in there is probably not gonna unspawn. Yeah, I gotta move these. I guess you can still get to them from the side. The other thing I need for this is these things are all going to be connected. What's going to actually be the support is going to be the blackstone, and I need a fair amount of that. And as I'm digging for netherite ore, I keep getting a little bit of it there, and then as I get diamonds in the shop, I get a little bit of gold from. I got a zombie spawner I turn into a drowned farm, and I get a fair amount of gold from that. And then every time I get a handful of diamonds in the shop, I usually buy one or two things of gold from Biker. And then that's another thing I got to do is just go and trade in there. I don't know if I'm going to do it or not. The thought I've got is somewhere down here, since I've got this checkerboard pattern, I might actually make somewhere where it's an actual checkerboard. I'll put it in glass. The lava thing isn't working out kind of like I hoped. I really don't like the looks of it. But I might put somewhere where there's like an actual checkerboard with like a glass border around it, and then use armor stands mob heads, and mini blocks to represent the chess pieces. And what I'll do is maybe I'll do it every month or every other month. I'll actually change the layout of the board. I'll look up. I'm really not a good chess player. I've got some friends that are, but I'll look up some classical historical chess games and then set the board up like that. Okay, there's mobs in the wall over here. I can hear them over there. That sucked. I'll finish that later, but I can hear mobs in the wall, so that's gonna like when I get this one done, and I've got this almost done. I've got this. I basically just got this to the left to dig out like flush with that wall, and I'll start digging this one out the same way. Because there's mobs and stuff in that wall, and any of that, all those unlit caves that I can clear out, they'll make all my mob spawners more efficient. I'll probably get more creepers. Definitely won't get less. It might even help. couple of the guys, I was watching one of their streams, Biker and Snowball, and I heard him talking about how the mob cap just pretty much gets wiped out anytime I'm hanging out near this thing. And that might help because there's so much of this crap that's in the walls, and there's just a ridiculous amount of slime chunks over here, and I'm slabbing this and lighting things up as much as I can to kind of fix it. Okay, now the other thing, now that I've got the things, the shroom lights from the tree farm, I'll show you what. Yeah, because they're spawning right here, and I'm slowly slabbing this up, and that'll prevent those. They were spawning on top of this thing, so I put the buttons down, and I haven't seen any spawn on this since. But as I notice where these slimes are spawning, I've been trying to unspawn them. I need to cover this too because I don't know. I think I might have saw some spawn on here, but I need to slab that. But the better job I do, the more of them will spawn right there and then fall into my farm. I gotta put some water elevators. When I started out, I had the scaffolding so I get around, but I actually need to put more water elevators. And I think the other thing I'm going to do is like right now I have added I've got white, black, and red. When I do these wool farms, I don't usually use a lot of wool, but like I try to do the Roy G. Biv, so red and pink would be here, but red, pink, and then orange, yellow, and I try to do them. So I'm going to add some other ones, but I'm going to wait until I get more of this dug out. But I'm slowly adding that. Now that I got when they did something to the honeybees, and and what happened is I noticed I wasn't getting a lot of drops from my farm here. But what happened was they did a change to the beehives and the bee nests or whatever you want to call them. I think they got two different names, like whether they're man made or nature made. And they changed where the opening was when you placed it. Well, it screwed up every one of them that I had. There were a bunch of them where because they can only go in and out through that hole now. Well, when they changed that, it changed all your placed ones. So I now had them placed in a direction where almost all of them, the bees could not get out. They could go in, but they couldn't get back out. So I literally had to break almost every one of my beehives and replant them so the bees could come in and out. Well, now that it's working again, I have to basically come in here, otherwise my collection system will break. I just flew like a Scud missile there. Holy cows! I got like one water elevator up. I need to make some water elevators in other spots so I can get up and down inside it a little bit better. I try to get in the habit of doing that whenever I go to leave. And then what it does is by going up there during an active raid, it clears the bad omen from me. And then if I accidentally go to my trading hall, I still do it on occasion, but it has really cut down on me accidentally triggering raids over there. Let's get a heist going. I think it was Pixel. He came on the one time and he was coming over here for something, and he's like, "Why is there a ghast riding in a minecart?" And he finally saw my ghast farm, and I go, and I told him it was it was a ghast farm. It's not great, but it works. And until they fix the glitch where if you send them through the Nether, they just disappear. This at least works. And I didn't get any drops from that. Looting 3 swords, 0 drops. But if I'd have been if I was feeling better, I usually am a smart ass, and I should have said something like, "Well, why not?" It's like I'm finding that if you light this up, you don't get as bothered by the nether fog. It looks more decorative too. Somebody did this, like if you're in the um when you're in here, somebody had already done it where they kind of gave like a colored theme, like there's a blue tunnel, a red tunnel, a black tunnel, and then the gold tunnel. And I turned it into, because I basically made the honey farm just so I could see if it worked. And I might do it too. I think I'm in the middle of doing a tutorial and I just wasn't feeling it, so I never got around. I was having streaming issues. I never finished it. But these are kind of gold colored, and I had a shitload of them and no earthly use for it. So I'm like, well, okay, I'm going to decorate the tunnel. I did one of those TikTok videos, and I was doing that Fleetwood Mac trend that was going on. It was started by that one guy. I mean, it got that, talk about falling into something beautiful. That guy was awesome. But I did a video where I was basically going down here on the boat, and the video just kept getting wiped out by the nether fog. It was good where it was lit up, but as soon as I got into the unlit areas and I got into a patch of that nether fog, that's all you could see. But Pizza, he was the one that dug this out. He did a lot. He did the bulk of the work, but he dug it out. He laid the ice, put the fences in, put the buttons in, and I'm just kind of decorating his hard work. As I get time, I'm not, now this is not a real high priority, but as I get time, I'm decorating it. But by lighting it up, it also cuts down on the spawnage down here, and it actually looks kind of nice. OBS is on crack. The Twitch stats, I think they kept disconnecting because I was trying to run the voice channel on Discord, but it that kept disconnecting. But my stream hasn't. My stream's still going good, as at least on mine, and you guys are still, I think, interacted. And but it's saying that I've been streaming for 8 minutes, and it's been about an hour. That really sounds horrible, but like if I'm AFKing here, it kind of wakes me up. It kind of wakes me up and lets me know that there's a gas here. But I've been slabbing the nether to improve the rates, and it took a while, but I got to a certain point. I didn't even put down that many slabs, but I put down a few slabs, like a stack of them maybe, or stack or two, and my rates really got noticeably better. Every now and then when I get in the mood, I'll just like I've got a new batch of nether bricks because of the tunnels I've been digging and stuff. So I could actually go on another slabbing crusade. But as I slab it, I'm getting better rates here. Now, if they ever get this thing fixed, what I can do is I can turn the nether portal on, and I can just dump them into the overworld. And then, when I get a bunch of them, I can go AFK for like 20 minutes or 30 minutes and then go kill like about 50 of them at a time or whatever. But right now you can't because every one of them I send through disappears. And Biker gave me some advice on how to fix it. You basically got to create a dispenser or a hopper that just occasionally throws stuff into the nether. And I could do that, but it's for me right now, especially most days. If I'm not feeling good, it's a good day to just hang out here. It's a good day to hang out here and just collect this stuff. But I think I'm selling them like 16 at a time or something like that. And it's just easier for me to do this right now. I got to leave the boat there. I took the boat so I could come back, and then I just yeah. But I mean, they're coming pretty regular right now. And see, with me lighting this up, that might be helping too. I have no idea if this command is going to work. Yeah, okay, that doesn't work. No, it doesn't appear to work. Hey, Grape. Okay, now at my shop, Biker has put in an order for a like 3 shulkers worth of water breathing potions, and there is one shulker there. It's basically in the same chest with the other bottles. Okay, the other shulker's back at my raid base. Like later tonight when I'm if I get tired, I get lightheaded, I'll just camp out here and do this. That's what I did last night, and I've got probably another shulker and a half in here, but I'm trying to make his order separate. So because I actually use these when I work on stuff, so I want a supply that I can dip into whenever I need it. But I'll camp out here later and tonight I start getting tired or whatever, and I'll get at least another shulker of them, but I'm trying to get like four shulker. He said he wanted 3. I want an extra one, and that way when he needs one, he can have it. I don't have to. But as soon as it gets down to one shulker, I'll probably make up some more. Cause it sounds like this might be something he'll use. This is the thing. When I first did it, if I'd have known they were going to be, the water potions I made more for me. I didn't think anybody else would be interested in them. But at the shop, what I need to do is I need to put in a return for. I don't expect anybody to use it. It's more for the look of it. but I want to put in a collection thing where people can return used bottles, and for every bottle they can return, they can take a iron nugget. It's another boomer reference. When I grew up, I don't know how many times when we were little we could return bottles, and you got like a nickel for every bottle you returned. I might actually see when I set this up, the whole plan was, and I just haven't been getting stuff done as fast as I would like. But the whole plan was to just turn this over, and I'm slowly terraforming it. I'm building my own buildings here. I'm kind of taking down the old ones and improving them or just replacing them. And then I was going to go and actually do a better base. And this was just a starter base where I could get like a trading hall and some other stuff. And I wasn't going to do anything automated. That was the whole plan. And then I was going to do the automated stuff at somewhere else. And I just haven't finished this one. Uh, I haven't finished this one as fast as I had hoped. And so I might actually make automated potion farms where all I got to do is load the stuff, push a button, and it'll make the potion that I want. Just because I'm actually selling these at the shop, so I might actually break that plan. I don't make a lot. Wait, I don't make a lot of these speed potions, although I think it was Biker or somebody else said they might actually buy these. Um, but the speed potions, I did actually make a brewing stand for it because I actually get these as drops at the raid farm, but they're kind of on the rare side. So I haven't, but I did finally when I expanded it, like I had like four of them right off the bat. I added two more. The Turtle Master potions, I don't know if I'm going to sell because they don't take a scoot. You have to use 5 scoots for every potion. So these things are going to be like 1 diamond for two or 1 diamond for one. They're going to be a little on the expensive side. The other ones I want to kind of set up, and I'm kind of waiting until I decide if I'm going to make automated farms or not. I'm not going to make any more of these until I'm decided. Because if I'm actually going to turn these into automated. I don't want to build any more until I get in the mode to do that. But I want to make slow falling potions. I don't know if anybody's going to buy them or not, but I definitely it's something I use because if I ever get in the mood, ooh, excuse me, if I ever get in the mood to go kill the dragon, I want the slow falling potions because it's kind of nice to float around and pick off those the thing the dragon uses, end crystals or whatever. It's kind of fun to float around slowly and pick those. Okay, now this one here, I've got two of them that are like this. This one here, I can make night vision and invisibility depending on, like, the night vision is normal. And by adding the fermented spider eye, it turns it into an invisibility potion. And I don't have a lot of night vision ones. So I'm going to do that because I don't know if they're going to sell or not. But the night vision one are ones I might use anyways. So I want to, because the invisibility, I figure if anything's going to sell, would probably be the bigger seller. And this one here, you can make healing and damage potions. And I haven't made any of them since shortly after I built it because I get so many healing potions from the raid farm. I just use them as base stock. And then I turn them into healing two potions and then turn them into damage potions. Splash. But these are kind of useful for some these are kind of useful. And again, I don't expect anybody to buy these. These are more for me. But down the road, what I can do is I can put these in, like, say, me and Bullet have a blaze farm, and he put a crusher on it so it damages them a fair amount of the way. Well, I can go ahead and put these in there after his crusher damages them. I can hit them with a damage potion, and it should wipe the rest of them out. So you'll kill we don't have sweeping edge, so instead of having to just kill them one at a time with my sword, I can, once I hook this up, I can load a bunch of them and I'll just push one damaging potion on them, and it should wipe out the stack of them pretty quick. What I'm going to do is I will fill this back up later, but I kind of want to go direct because basically I get, like, last time I did one of these, I had like one or two people, three people watching the stream. And then when it loaded to Twitch, 9 people watched it later. I don't know how much they watched because Twitch doesn't really track that. But Biker and Zombie did a really good job setting up the shopping district. And that is anything that looks that good is a good thing to have on your stream. So I'm going to go ahead to the shopping district and drop off a shelter. This will be supported later. I needed something built. If I get the time, I will. It won't just be hanging in the air. I don't know. I might just put like wool around it to make it look like it's being held up by clouds. But down the road, I will try to do something. But I think you guys might be able to see this. I've been working on a road. Eventually, this will get linked up with the raid farm, and I'll be able to, like. But I've got the road pretty well started from this end, and I got it coming from the other end too. But I've started building roads between my bases. I mean, it's going to be a long road. It's almost a full map height away, and but I am working on that now, clearing it, lighting it up, building it. Part of the thing I need is any of this stuff I do. I like to light up my area, so even if it's not walled off and secure, very little spawns in there. Well, for me to do that, I need some kind of a light source. I usually use like I'll put a pumpkin down and then put leaves over it. And yeah, this doesn't exactly look the greatest, but to me it looks better than a bunch of creeper divots. So that's what I do. All play. Yeah, when you look at the shopping district now, I think I mean, to me, the whole thing looks good, but like there's a building there. It's got kind of the curve. It's not the purple one, but it's the curved one. It's made out of wood and I think it's white concrete. That there and the city hall here, this thing here right in front of me. I think Ultra Ranger is the one who built those. He isn't really as active right now. But man, does he build. He builds incredibly. I got to be honest, I'm actually kind of proud of it, but my stuff really isn't looking great compared to other people. But this originally started as the head shop, and the head shop is still on the first floor. And the potion shop is on the second floor. I got to do one. I just like to check and see if anybody. Yeah, these ones here are kind of linked. It's the healing and the harming ones. The weakness potions. Those are the ones you need if you want to cure villagers. Um, I get these from. I got to restock these. I got to bring another one. Somebody just bought one. I think it's the one that was griefing, but bought one. Really, you get them for free for a diamond, and he's like, "Well, I got plenty of diamonds." Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure you like they were my diamonds out of my chest, but I got to restock that. Fire resistant potions don't have anything there. That's for future expansion. This one here is the water breathing potions. And then these are the bulk ones. I kind of put it on the Discord that right now these are for Biker. He put the order in for them, but if somebody wants one, anybody can get the deal. They just got to let me know, and I'll build them. I don't want, and I appreciate it because instead of wiping out my entire stock, he's letting me know, hey, I want them in bulk, and I can just make them for him. And then that way, anybody that just wants a couple for their own use can still come and get them. These are the speed ones. Like I said, I don't have very many of the night vision, but I'd at least like to have about 9 of each in here. And then if they start selling, I'll stock more. I'm trying to keep those in there. I gotta put some more turtle helmets in. Basically, this one here, what this is like the tools and the weapons. Anything that has mending on it is 2 diamonds. Anything with silk touch on it is 2 diamonds. And if I put a silk touch with mending on it, it's still going to be 2 diamonds. I'm not charging any more for it. And then this is but basically what I do is here, I'm not trying to sell weapons, but as I put new villagers in and level them up, I am selling the stuff that I buy. And then with the books that I get from my raid farm, any of them that I got where I can kind of pump them up and make them unbreaking 3, give them fortune, efficiency, that kind of thing. I'm doing that to make them a little more because it's basically stuff that I don't need, the books and these things. So and then it's nice every time when I die, I've got like starting equipment that I can just come grab out of the chest. I gotta come over and fill up the emerald shop because the guy that I'm pretty sure we got griefed. It could have been a lot worse, but we got griefed. They took diamonds, and he basically, I think, took the diamonds he stole from me and spent them in my shop because it seems like about the roughly the amount of diamonds that came up missing showed up in my shop. So not only did he steal my diamonds, he did give them back, but now I got to restock my stores. There's just something inherently wrong. I'm sorry. And but I am selling end crystals now, 16 for a diamond. Um, if I start selling them, I'll make more. This is kind of the loading dock. I've gotten this far. There was a there was a book writer, and I can't remember who it was. I think it might have been the one who wrote the Marion Zimmer Bradley or something like that. She wrote a lot of books. The only one I ever of hers that I ever read was called The Mists of Avalon. It was kind of an interesting book because the whole thing was about the legend of King Arthur, but it was written from the perspective of the Lady of the Lake. It kind of portrayed Arthur as an oath breaker who had given his oath to the nomadic people, the druids and the fairy folk, and then broke it for his Christian wife. It was actually a really good story, but it was one of these authors that I read, and they kind of explained that the stories they wrote kind of came to them in their daydreams and their dreams. And so, like when they were writing a series or a book, and people would ask her like, well, what's going to happen, and she's like, I don't know, the characters haven't told me yet. And when I do these builds, what I do is I get an idea, and a lot of it anymore comes when I'm lightheaded, when I'm not feeling good. And then if I can remember it to where I'm feeling good on like a day like today, then I can actually try to build it. And so I had this idea for a loading dock, and I'm again, this isn't as good as a lot of the others, but for me, this is pretty good. This is good for me, and I'm pretty happy with this. Although I do want to make a boat dock, and the boat's gonna suck unless I can find somebody who can build it for me. The boat's gonna suck, but I'm gonna try and put a boat in here, and this will be like the stuff for I want to make a pirate ship. I really do. But this is gonna be like where the stuff from my shop comes. It's all for the effective, and then I might actually store extra stuff here. Somewhere in here, I need to put in a nether portal, and then I can start bussing. I can start bussing villagers here, and it'll be the slave trade. I'll be I'll be illager trafficking here, but I'll actually sell villagers here if somebody wants to buy them. And that's probably not going to happen, but that's the current plan. But yeah, I got this, and I got more that I want to do on it. It's just it hasn't really. This might be as far as I get, but it just hasn't come to me what I actually want to do yet. And then up here, he has not been playing as much. He's, between COVID and school and stuff, he's had some trouble. But this is Bullet Shop. Um, Bullet's got this shop up here, which I like it. I think it's kind of cool. He built it somewhere and it was over somebody else's shop and it was screwing up the map. And then I'm like, well, you can build it over mine. And they're like, really? I go, yeah. Because what I was thinking is like, people are going to see this. And, anytime they come to buy his stuff, it might entice them to come over and buy my stuff. So I'm like, yeah, build it over mine. I don't. And Biker's Bookstore. I really don't have a use for it, but I think it does help people out. We got the wool shop there. I occasionally, even though I got my honey thing, I kind of occasionally buy stuff in here just to help him out because I did not build my honey store or my honey farm to compete with him. I built one in a previous world I was on, and I wasn't real happy with it. I just wanted to build my improvements, and they worked. Not to say it couldn't be better. This is the post office. You can put like coupons for your shops in there. Bikers Gold and Iron Shop. You might have something else in there. It basically sells gold and iron here. I do whenever I get a handful of diamonds. I usually buy a stack of gold from them just so I have it to trade with. Because when you're throwing gold ingots at those guys so that you get their drops, the little hoglin dudes, you go through it pretty fast. This one here is Zombie Shop, and he doesn't play that much anymore. So the next time I'm having a pretty good day and I feel like going to the Nether, I might go get a bunch of elytra. What I've been doing is any of the shops that I think are actually useful, if people are not stocking them, I have started stocking them and I'm taking half the diamonds. So if they ever come back, they're going to get half the diamonds for basically doing nothing other than building the store. I let Biker know I'm doing it. If it becomes a problem, he'll let me know to stop. But I have started stocking some of the shops and taking half the diamonds. Because in that way I get some diamonds that I can then spend in the shop and buy stuff I want. The rocket shop. This is one I might actually start stocking because I think this one's zombies too. Yeah, I might start stocking this one because I think this one would actually get used, but there's nobody here to stock it. And I do now get gunpowder from that creeper farm and from my gas farm, so I might actually. And I don't use a lot of rockets, so I might actually do that. This one here is, I think it's the Lowe's. I think this is supposed to be Lowe's, but I actually use this, but I don't know how much this one's getting restocked. He's got a ton of stuff here to sell too, but this one here I don't think needs to be restocked yet. He had it he had it extremely well stocked. And then this is another one that I like when I get diamonds from the shops. This is another one I occasionally use, although it's I don't use a lot of the colors, but like the red and the black I was using. Blue I've bought, purple maybe. Cyan's another one I've definitely already bought from light gray, and I think I've bought the regular terracotta. But this one here, like I've wiped out the red and the black, and it hasn't been restocked. And a lot of the ones that are on this side, I probably like the white ones. Uh, White terracotta, I'm not a big fan. Yellow's one I would buy, maybe light blue and lime, not so much. Pink, not so much. Well, the pink actually looks better than the white does. Um, and the gray, that's another one I don't that much. Regular terracotta, but I wasn't getting the red and the black, so I actually put a portal in so I can actually go over and mine my own terracotta. But whenever I get diamonds, if I've got enough, I've got certain things I usually buy every time I get diamonds. And if I've got the gold, if I'm able to buy my gold, if I'm able to buy my redstone components, this is one that I will usually spend money. Uh, this one here, somebody started it. It doesn't actually sell anything. This one here, I'm not entirely sure what they all sell. Or like dirt is something I generally I get it. White concrete powder. This is one I might occasionally buy, although with the gravel I've been getting from digging, I've been making my This one here is relatively new, but I haven't really bought too much from it. And this one here, I kept wiping this one out. This is Pixel Pizza Store, the GS, the General Store. Kind of, yeah, good store, kind of empty. 7.5 on Yelp. But arrows, gunpowder, slime didn't really have a lot of use for. String didn't. I got a cat farm. I really don't need string. Bones, rotten flesh, didn't need that. Sand and gravel, not so much. This, I wiped him out several times. He ended up quit stocking it. This is one I might actually start. If Snowball hadn't opened up his store, I would probably start stocking this. But I kept wiping him out. The repeaters, comparators, pistons, observers. If I had the diamonds, I would come out and I was basically wiping it out faster than he could stock it. And he hasn't been as active on here. But when he was doing it, if I had diamonds, I would always come over and buy like a stack of Spencer's to Strop, and then eventually I would wipe it out. But these are things I'm eventually going to use. And then it saves me from having to go to 3 or 4 different chests to build the damn. Yeah, we've actually got a pretty good shopping district on the server here. It just isn't being used. I'm not sure if there's anything being sold in this. Every time I've checked, I haven't really noticed it selling anything that was useful to me. Yeah. Okay, he's selling basalt, and of course it's not stocked. And this is Ultra Ranger's shop, and what it is, this is a shop where he will basically you can hire him to build stuff for you, and he's not really active anymore, but this guy just builds incredible. If we could keep him entertained, if we could keep him active on here, we've got 2 or 3. I'm not one of them. I am not counted a month. My builds look pretty good because when I get enough time to do it, they're big enough. They give a little bit of a wow factor for just how big the damn things are. But this guy is just a next level build. This is just incredible. But he's not all that active anymore. I don't know if he got burnt out or bored, but man, when he was on here, he was building some really good stuff. This one here used to sell basalt and blackstone. Yeah, I would occasionally buy blackstone from this shop when he had it stocked because it was something I figured I would use sooner or later. I didn't have a use for it at the time, but I really like the look of some of the new stuff they've added with the Nether update, and so I was buying it. Well, he hasn't been stocking it, and this one here, I think it's a good store. I just don't think it's one I'm going to shop at a lot. But yeah, he's selling ingredients for potions. The gold blocks. To me, if you want gold blocks, you're better off going to Biker's shop because he's got a better price. And Netherwood, that's actually a good thing to sell. Yeah, the gold and the gold blocks, you can get better prices for it at Biker's shops. So that's just a better place to go. And this here, I don't know why he's gotten it hid back here. He should put like a fucking banner above something. But Biker, this is where he sells beacons. I have bought at least 3 beacons from him. Occasionally, if I have a bulk of diamonds, like I came over and built one. I think it was Pixel. He bought a bulk order of emeralds from me, and I came over. But he sells beacons here. Block of coal, yeah, right. I don't know that his coal business is doing good, but I occasionally buy beacons from the guy because it's like really cool over here. Now, this one here, it's a wood shop. I don't know that I'm gonna stock this one. This is one I could stock because whoever's got this, I don't think they've been stocking it. But I just don't know that there's a big. if I get the wood farm going, I might start stocking this and taking half the diamonds. If I get my tree farm going, just I don't feel like putting in the work and stocking it. I don't know if it's going to be useful. The only ones I'm going to stock are the ones that are constantly getting used because I don't want to go through the hassle of stocking it and then have it wait so long to be used that I forget and don't collect my diamonds. But yeah, he was making this. They were trying to basically do what Minecraft or Hermitcraft was doing, where they would have like a mayor of the shop, and I don't think anybody was really interested. But this was supposed to be the town hall for the mayor, and just a beautiful build, just an absolutely beautiful build, uh, without a doubt. And ice shop, there was an ice shop here, and I don't know if anybody's stocking it. Yeah, because I've been buying the blue ice, and I haven't bought blue ice in this for like a month or two. Nobody's restocked it. Nobody's even picked up the diamonds. Girl, the packed ice and the blue ice is more of what I would buy if I need a bunch of ice. I'll just build an ice machine. And then I don't think I'm going to bother with stocking that because Snowball has been talking about. He's been talking about building or adding ice to his shop. He sells snow. He was asking me about the snow, and I told him, I go, like, I can't speak for anybody but me, but I would never buy snow. I would just go good. I don't use that much, but I told him, I go, if you were selling ice, even if I didn't need it right then and there, I go, when I had diamonds, I would occasionally buy ice from you and save it for when I need it. Because I go, if you were selling blue ice or packed ice and it was a reasonable price, I go, I would definitely buy it and store it and then save myself having to go all the way over to the ice area I've got and mine it and then back because I haven't built a portal over it. Now this one here, he's actually I think Hayden's the one that put this in. I might be wrong, but I think Hayden did this. Uh, I used it the other time. I hit the button, replanted everything, and then took the wheat left over. But he's got this over here where you can get wheat. I don't know what the long term goal of it is, but I actually have used this for my own personal use. I don't know what he's doing in here. It's a super mall. Don't I don't know what's gonna. He hasn't really done a lot with this in a while, but it's so far it's looking pretty interesting. And then we've got the shulker and chest shop. This is another zombie one. I occasionally buy from this place, and it hasn't been stocked in a while. This is one I will not bother stocking because I don't like going to the end if I don't have a good reason, and restocking somebody else's shop is not a good enough. Now, this here is one of the newest shops that we got in here. I think Biker put that one in, and I don't know if there's actually anything in it or not. I don't. I actually went in here the last time. I don't think there's actually anything in there yet. I don't know if there's going to be. But this here is one that'll be a regular stop for me now that he's got up and running. But he sells observers, roppers, dispensers. Uh, I might even buy the occasional piston. Furnaces, no. I will not be buying furnaces. I'm sorry. Oh, okay. But yeah, I definitely won't be buying furnaces. But the redstone repeaters, he hasn't started selling. He hasn't started selling comparators. I think he said he wouldn't because it's a hassle to get all the. I can understand that because it uses a lot of redstone and you have to have the quartz. And I don't blame him for that. But it's like a lot of this stuff I will occasionally pick up. Buttons is another thing, and unless I have a ton of extra diamonds and nothing better to do with them, buttons are something I don't think I would buy. And yeah, he's got this. This is just a nice little shop because I love the fact that he made like a giant fucking piston. And I think this is bikers. Oh, he's gotten more done on it since the last time I was here. and he actually put cars out here. When we did the Halloween Town, and it was probably by all measurable standards, maybe not the most impressive thing there, but he did a tractor at the Halloween build, and that was my favorite thing. That was absolutely my favorite thing was when he put the tractor in there, and he's got a little car here parked out. This is the Mine Mart. Uh, Now, I'm not going to criticize, but I just want to point out that if the parking lot is here, the door should be over here. You know, it should have a door going in and a door coming out. Maybe the pistons fire. Okay, he does have doors over here. My bad. My bad. Mea culpa. Um, yeah, I last time I was over here and checked it out, he didn't really have anything in here, so I'm actually gonna have to do some. I don't know that I'm gonna buy anything, but I'm gonna have to check this out the next time I have diamonds just to see if there's anything. I've got a bamboo farm, but I'm getting more than enough from other stuff, so I don't really need that. But blaze rods I might buy because I do use those. TNT I really don't use that much. I am getting a heroic amount of quartz, so I don't really need that. Kelp I might buy just for shits and grins. Maybe the green dye. I didn't see the pressure plates at first. Yeah, your prices are good. I think it's about what Pixel Pizza was charging. The only thing I don't like is I'm not going to buy a furnace. I'm not going to buy a button. But no, your prices I think are pretty much what Pixel Pizza was charging. And I mean, well, he just wasn't restocking it very often. But I was occasionally wiping it out because I would buy like a stack or two every time I had diamonds, and then I'd have to wait for him to restock it. But yeah, no, I will definitely like anytime I got a bunch of diamonds. I'll at least come in and spend one or two of them there and just pick up something that I'm going to use. I'm always looking for dispensers. I'm always looking for the repeaters, even the droppers. But this is a really nice looking shop. Yeah, when I got diamonds, I'll have to swing through here and see if there's any. But uh, the food items, I don't know. I might pick those. Yeah, no, that was a because if Pixel was still like stocking his store, I wouldn't care. But as soon as Pixel quit stocking his, I was glad to see somebody else. Because, like I said, if I'm building something and I need just a handful of them, and I've got some diamonds I can spend, I will go buy them rather than make a bunch. If I need 40 or 50 of something because I'm building something really big, then yeah, I'm going to make them myself because I just don't have that many diamonds usually. But if I have a couple diamonds and I've got nothing else that I absolutely need, I will pick up a few of those here and there and just store them. Okay, I might occasionally buy a trident here and there because they've been disappearing. Although since I started working on a trident farm, I'm not actually getting tridents from it that much. But lighting up the ocean, I think I've got like about 10 or 15 tridents now because I've been lighting up the ocean. I am constantly getting attacked by those little bastards carrying their tridents. I've actually got a supply of them now. Oh man, I don't like the Curse of Vanishing on. He's actually got better enchantments on his stuff than I do. But it's like I'm just doing it as an afterthought. He's actually trying to sell this stuff. Uh, ooh, I don't really need it because of the Emerald Farm, but I might occasionally buy the golden carrots. He's the Yeah, I might occasionally buy some of these because I use them in potions, and like the carrots I can use in breeding horses. I might actually pick this stuff up on a kid. I like the fact that he's used the artwork, and I think these are supposed to be like a chandelier. I kind of like that too. My whole screen just went right. The little hamster that's running my computer is kicking and screaming like a dying mule trying to run this stream. It's like, you fucker, you usually don't stream this long. I need a break. Yeah, I haven't been the ATM. It's where you can get your payment stuff. Staff, staff only. I like that. Now, because of my texture pack, these are going to be different images than what you're used to seeing. I just talked to him the other. It's a guy that I used to play with. He played on my realm when I had it, and then like the last I played with him, he was hosting a game, and he had built it. He had put some artwork up, and he's not a real religious person. He's a great guy, absolutely great guy, but he's not a real religious person. And I don't know what the artwork was on his texture pack, but the artwork on mine, I it was like a I can't remember off the top of my head what it was. If I see it, I'll point it out here. But it was kind of a religious picture or something like that. It looked like something Da Vinci or somebody would have painted for the church. And I'm thinking, oh my God, uh, I don't know if he realizes that's the image that's showing up on mine. Yeah, this is kind of nice. He's got room for expansion. I really like the build here. Oh man, I am having a really good day. Usually after about an hour or so, I'm getting lightheaded. I'm going to be wiped out tomorrow. Okay, this is the way I came in, so I got to go the other way to get out. I do like the staff only doors. Those crack me. Oh my God, somebody's been doing these. I've seen like two or three of them now. Somebody's doing these TikTok videos where what they do is they come out and they use a couple pair of boots and they put boot prints on the hood of somebody's car and then they pour like yellow stuff in the snow to make it look somebody like somebody stood up on their car and pissed on the windshield. Those crack me up. I'm not kidding you. Those I think are hilarious. You know, I hope this goes over well afterwards, and I'm going to upload this one to YouTube. But my hands are not. I mean, I'm doing okay. I'm not trying to have a little pity party for the fucking one, but my hands are not doing great today, and so it's just easier for me to go and actually do a tour of the server. Uh, hey, for anybody that is watching this, if you've made it this far, I'm gonna take a little detour and go over to Biker's Base. He is the lonely biker on Twitch, and you really should go check out his streams too, because he is making one hell of an epic base. I got another head. I occasionally need the ink sac, so I hate to turn down squids when they're there. Um, Yeah, you can't. You got to be pretty close to even load the whole thing. He actually is making a bigger base than what I norm, and I usually get some oohs and ahs just for the size of it. But I'm not even sure I can get in, but I can swim around it, and then I'll head back to the shopping district. But yeah, BC Snowball Gaming is the other streamer we got. He just put that up there. And but BC Snowball Gaming, they're both in the chat. The Real Lonely Biker and BC Snow. And if you check, they're all listed on my. Yeah, I'm actually missing some rockets that I would need to fly. Uh, he just recently did this. He's got some TikTok videos and he's done the Twitch streaming, and it's like he's really put the work in on. This is why he's been buying my water breathing potions. the next stream where I'm feeling, I thought there was some squid. The next stream where I'm feeling like this, where I'm actually feeling pretty good, but my hands aren't working, I'll start doing flybys. Maybe I'll do it once a stream if I'm feeling halfway decent. I'll do a flyby on his base and Snowball's base, and kind of give you a yeah. I don't have the rockets right now, but I can do a flyby and see it. You should really be checking these guys out. We've got some other people that are streaming. They're on. I think all I did was add them to my hosting list, so that in theory I should be auto hosting them. I should be auto hosting them when I'm not using Twitch, but they're all listed. There's like about six of them. There's SZT something or other. Yeah, I'm getting off pretty soon, but like Snowball's got a really good base. I If I felt like staying on longer, I'd go get some rockets and do it because I could fly by Zombie's base. Zombie, he hasn't played in a while. He made one hell of a base. It's really good eye candy. But yeah, but check those guys out because they're building some pretty impressive stuff. Biker Biker and Snowball, they also do some Call of Duty. I'm not good at that game, but they've got some pretty good Call of Duty videos that they put up, and they just did one. I think it was last night where they were just blowing up. They were in creative mode. It was done off the server. You got some? Okay, where are you at? But they did one. They went into a creative world, and they ended up crashing the world. They blew up. They blew I was laughing my ass off. I was having a really good time watching. They were blowing up so much TNT they crashed the world last night, and then they had to start a new one. But they were just experimenting with the fill commands, and they were filling like these epic amounts of TNT and just blowing up shit. And it was kind of fun because it would lag out the server so bad. It would lag out the server so bad, and you'd see TNT getting blasted into the atmosphere like a popcorn machine with the lid off of it. It was hilarious. Well, if you actually need a lot of sea lanterns, I can give you a fair amount of iron nuggets because I'm getting those from my raid farm. I mean, I can just give them to you because I don't really have any use for them. I've been converting them into iron, but let me know if you need them and I'll just drop them off at your base. I'll leave them right next to the portal. Okay, 1650 by negative 6500 by negative 6500. I want to fly over to oh wait, you're saying sea lanterns. I'm thinking the regular lanterns. That's what you need the sea lanterns for from Bullet. Yeah, he has got it. He hasn't even done yet, but this is going to look just incredible. You can just tell now. Um, yeah, this is. I haven't been over here in a while. He's gotten so much done compared to the last time I was over here, but he's just got an incredible base. Okay. Okay, now this is Zombie's base. This is just I mean, he hasn't even been on here in months. It looks like it was a work in progress. But yeah, I'm just gonna land here for a minute, take a look. But man, and I've got a pretty big sorter system. If you've been watching my videos, you can see he's got a sorting system that puts mine to shame. He showed it to me, and it was pretty much done when I got here. But he has just got an incredible base here. Um, I rarely, if ever, build with the end stone like he does, but he has done a good job. I mean, it looks great. It just looks great. I mean, it's really sad that he doesn't play anymore because I kind of wonder what it would be like if he had kept going. This is just beautiful. Yeah, I'm thinking somebody blew some shit up here. I'm really I'm really I'm really thinking that somebody went ham with the fucking TNT right here. This one here, I'm not sure whose this is. Looked like they started making a maze, but I don't know whose this one is. Uh, hey Hayden, if you're still on, put your coordinates up of where your base is, and I'll fly by that. I'm still feeling like I can go a little bit, but I just with my hands, I don't know if I want to build too much. Okay, this is his raid farm. Yeah, this is his. I actually helped him by bringing some villagers over. But this is Zombie's base. I'm not sure. I think this is Pixels. I might be wrong, but I think this is Pixels base. Like I said, they've got really good. Some of them, they're not as active as they used to be, but this is a really good base. I have no idea whose this is. They got this again. Looks like it's a work in progress. They got this tree that makes the one that I've been working on look ugly, but we've got some. What about the tree? Here's a village. Here's a village. Everywhere a village. Yeah, I'm flying over to Snowball's base. Pixel doesn't stream. He's just in it for the fun. But a lot of them though they're still in school. It's COVID going on. It's not easy. I don't think this COVID bullshit is easy on anybody. Oh, he hasn't been on in a while, but that his tree area looks really good. This might be Hayden's. I might be wrong, but I can't. I was actually over here helping him with it because he died. I think this is Hayden's base, but I'm not 100% sure. He's basically created a pretty good mob spawner down. Okay, I got to do some. Oh, here's another Guardian farm if anybody wants it. It's about 3,000 by 6,000, negative 6,000. I found like five or six of them over by my raid farm. I'm not joking. I think I literally found like five or six. One of them Pixel took because I told him, I go, you can have it. I go, I've got, I might loot them. If nobody wants them, I might loot them just to get the gold and the sponges out of them. But I really don't need them. I need to do a stream where I'm just mapping. I got to be clear headed, but if I'm having a day where my hands aren't really working all that good, the only thing is I've run into it and they weren't even like brand new chunks. Oh, I thought it was 6,500 by 6,500. I overshot it. That's okay. I got to see some cool stuff. But I was flying around the other day, and they weren't even unloaded chunks. They were things that I had. They weren't new chunks. They'd already been run over because I'd mapped that area, and I kept running into unloaded chunks. And you don't take the damage anymore, but you basically burn up all your rockets because you keep hitting these invisible barriers and not going. Okay, I overshot. I overshot. I thought it was. Oh, yeah. I fucked up the numbers. I thought it was 6,500 by negative 65, not 16. That's my bad. Why can't our streamers read? That's the growing question that we have. Why can't they read certain special numbers? It's because they're old. That's why they have trouble. Uh, I thought you were closer to zombies, but I don't go over. I see bikers is real easy to find because you can just about see it from the shopping district. I'm kind of glad I did overshoot it because I got to see the other guy's bases like starts and another one that's on here that likes his base shown off is I'm gonna pronounce his name wrong, but it's like Oyo or something. He hasn't been that active. I hardly ever go to his, so make sure my elytra's going good. And I gotta appreciate them. The friends I have, they would have waited until I was a lot closer to the 6,500 by negative. They would have waited till I'd flown all the way. Go, oh man, it was like 16. It was like 1650, dude. You really overshot it by about 5 grand. There was a video on TikTok. I Some of this stuff I know I'm going to hell for laughing about it, and that's okay because we'll be there. Ooh, we got something. We got something. This might be the edge of his base. Yeah. Me and him were chatting while we were playing the other day. We weren't streaming. And he kind of, go to his streams and watch. I'll let him, but basically he's trying to build something iconic from another game. And I think it's going to look good, but he's really trying to build something. It's going to be like a big landscape build, not just a couple buildings, but he's terraforming. He's building a mountain. He's gonna have a river going through it. Looks like he's gonna have a creeper farm under it. Gonna have a mob farm underneath it. But he's building something just incredible. But yeah, if you check down below, I've seen it on my tablet, so I know it's there. And basically I was just adding into my auto host list. But there's about 4 or 5 of us that are on here, and we all stream on occasion on Twitter, and they're all listed down there. It's under the I recommend or I suggest or whatever. But he has got just one hell of a build going. I haven't been over here in a while. The last time I was over here, I've seen it on his streams, but the last time I was over here, we were still blowing stuff up. This is going to be huge. This is just going to be absolute. Yeah, he's gotten so much done since because last time I was over, a lot of this wasn't here, and he was still blowing shit up, which in and of itself is entertaining. But my God, yeah, if you want more on this, follow. Okay, heading over. Um, but yeah, check out BC Snowball on Twitter because this is what he's working on the server. Okay, I'm here. Oh, Sorry. I thought he was a creeper. I thought he was a creeper. That was definitely not cool. I honestly thought he was a creeper. I'm really sorry about that, biker. It's like you, you really you really shouldn't walk around with with hostile mobs. I'm not kidding you. I think this has been a good stream. I felt really good. I'm gonna basically call this the end of it. I'm gonna try and get some stuff done, but maybe I'll do that like once a month where I'll just do a flyby on the bases because as these guys build stuff, I think it's good for the stream because a lot of these guys are better builders than me, and it's just kind of nice to showcase it. But seriously, look down in the suggested thing, check out everybody. They're all good, but Snowball and Biker, they're actually doing videos of what we're building on the server. Okay, I got to follow Snowball now. I'm going to extend it a little bit. He wants to show me something. Okay, I got to. I might not be able to do that from my tablet, but if I can, I will. I'll try and have this set up. I'll try and have it set up, but I don't think I can. I don't think I'm set up to do that, and I just because I haven't had to. But I don't think my tablet will let me. I got to find out if I can or if I got to do it from the computer. But I'm gonna end that stream. But yeah, there's a link to it on there. It's my suggested streams to follow. Go over if you can and check out Snowball right now. It looks like he wants me to raid him, so it looks like he's gonna have his stream up and running. So please go over there. I will join you. I can kind of veg out while I'm doing that. But I'm gonna go over and check out his stream. But I want everybody to have a great night, and hopefully I'll see you over there in Snowballs. Oh, okay. Hang on. Maybe I can. Uh, we're gonna give that a shot. Okay, hopefully we will be rating Snowball, and I will meet you over there. Doesn't look like it's doing anything. I will try and have this fixed. I know it's something you're supposed to be able to. I will try and have this fixed for later, but I'm gonna go over and head over and check out Snowball's stream. And my controller has died. I gotta put a new battery. Yeah, please. I hope I see you over on Snowball's game.